Hi everyone, it's Adam with Milo's Restoration and Francie's Construction, and I just wanted to make this video. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to try and get back to my regular content. And this is about the Sherwin-Williams Gallery series. So I've been using this product for a long time, and I figured it was probably just time to do kind of like a conclusion video on, after about a multiple months of using it, what I thought and what I saw in my jobs and stuff like that. So I'm a painter and a furniture flipper, but I do cabinets. I make my own cabinets and I sell them to my customers. And, as a consequence of that, I also finish cabinets for my customers. So I spray both refinishing and just raw wood jobs that started from either MDF, plywood, or some kind of hardwood or softwood. And I like gallery. I think it has its place. You have to really categorize products whenever you're talking about them. And I think that the failure to categorize gallery where I think it goes is part of the reason that people get so frustrated whenever it's kind of brought up as a subject and compared to other 1K or 2Ks. I, I'll just kind of spoil the video by now by saying I don't think it has the strength of a 2K or 1K. Maybe, probably a 1K. I think it could be classified as that, but I don't think it has the strength of a 2K coating. No, I just don't. I don't see that, and I don't see the chemical resistance. But there's a lot of good things about it that I want to talk about, and that's one reason why I'm making this video. And I think that for people who are getting started and who are trying to learn and get past the hurdles of the water-based finishes, I think there's a lot of good things to take away from this coating. One thing is that I'm spraying this coating with a 3M spray gun out of a PPS and a 1.8, thinned by maybe 5 to 10% with just regular tap water. And I get really good results with it. This is the 40 sheen, so it's like the satin. And I don't really have any problems with it. I can spray it out of a cup gun, no issues, just 20 psi. And I get good results, and I like that about it because whenever you're talking about water-based, a lot of them have to be sprayed out of an airless or an air-assisted airless, and don't really fare well with a standard HVLP. That's a problem for me because when I am making cabinets and I have a small cabinet or I just need to spray a couple doors, I want to be able to put it in a cup gun and get good results. For this particular job, this was a Vanity. I really just needed to get it out the door and installed, and this is just the case. I wanted to just put the case in so that the granite contractor could do what he needed to do. So I got the color New York State of Mind, Benjamin Moore 805. Every time I get a color match from Gallery, it's exactly the color that I needed because it's centered on with a computer. And that's one of the things that I've had issues with some of the Centurion products and other things. Whenever I've gotten color matches done, the color matches are off because a lot of them are hand tinted like lacquers. Now, that's something that I guess you could debate on whether or not it's really an issue if you're using the right distributor, but that's the thing, is that it's nice just to be able to walk into a store and get this off the shelf. And it's really not a very finicky coating. I don't think so anyway. I think it's a very hardy product. It goes well over multiple substrates. It goes well over, I think, multiple primers. I have seen issues with people that have used it over certain primers that it just looked bad and it failed. But I haven't had that issue, and I've used it over probably 4 or 5 different primers, vinyl sealers, BIN, a lot of different stuff. I haven't had any issues with it. One of the most underspoken things about Gallery and underrated aspects of it, in my opinion, has to be that it has really good vertical hang. And compared to a lot of 1Ks and 2K polyurethanes that I've used, I feel like it really has the upper hand on its ability to not run and to not develop sags. That's partially because it's a thicker product, but I think for some reason it just also doesn't tend to coagulate in the same way around the corners and the edges and form drips and runs. After spraying this and just kind of stepping back and looking at it, it leveled out pretty well. There were some areas that were a little orange peely, but everything settled out eventually. And this was the Vanity after I let it dry for about an hour. And whenever I get the doors on this, it'll look really good, I think. I do have one hole right there to fix that happened during transport. But other than that, this is actually this is a Vanity that I made, and I'm gonna make some shaker doors for it. So, I'll probably spray the doors on site with an airless whenever I spray the rest of the doors in the house because they have more cabinets that are the same color. But anyway, yeah, it's got the sheen that you're looking for. It's around a 40 sheen for the satin. And the cleanup is super easy with this product. I just dump the excess in, I take it over to a sink, and I just wash my spray gun out, and I wash my product out, and that's it. So yeah, in conclusion, I think this is a good product. You have to put it where it goes. I would not expect 2K performance out of it. That's not something that's really going to happen. I think you need to put it over the right primer. You need to do your proper prep. Make sure you're cleaning and degreasing. But overall, I think it's something I consider it. This is what I consider it. This is what I tell people. I think it's like an emerald urethane with a faster dry time. And to me, that's a huge plus to have. So yeah, I'm going to keep using Gallery. I think particularly whenever I need that color match to be exact, it's great. And also for spraying trim and other things like that, I think it's got a good purpose there. And also, I think that the transport time, you can get a piece done and get it out faster than you would with, let's say, an emerald urethane. Just another reason to switch to this product. It is expensive though, so one thing to consider.